The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The hype, my friends, the hype is real, and it's here, and the game is merely a few weeks away. Recently, Shigeru Miyamoto-san and Eiji Aonuma-san listed 5 things and a bonus that they like the most about the Breath of the Wild. They mentioned how they like to tame and ride horses, how they like to explore the environments by climbing rocks and going anywhere, how can they use the game's physics to solve puzzles in a variety of ways, how deep is the story that they created, how the natural environment is really a living thing that really interacts with the player, and the bonus feature is that they think Zelda is cute. So I decided to make my own list of 5 things that hype me the most in Breath of the Wild. Well, the first thing is the variation in weapon types. I've always wanted a exploration game where you could explore the nature and collect varied weapons and use them as an action game, not a turn-based one. And that's what Breath of the Wild is, basically. You can use spears, axes, swords, clubs, and even the detached arm of skeletons. Not to mention the bows, for example, and throwing rocks at your opponents. Too much is possible. I really want to see how I can hone my skills in those different weapons. How can I use a woodcutter axe to chop away my enemies? It might be very fun. Of course, we also have the sword and shield combination, the classic Zelda style sword and shield, and that certainly will be awesome too. Second thing is the environments, their variety, and being able to visit classic locations in the Zelda franchise. Think about it, they've already talked about those twin peaks that are in the cover art for the original The Legend of Zelda, and those same peaks appear to you just as you leave the Resurrection Chamber. Will we be able to visit them? I bet we will. What is up there? How is Kakariko Village in this game? How is Death Mountain? Gerudo Desert? The Zora's Domain? I really want to see all those places and their new locations and forms. And also, of course, we will have many new places to explore. I really look forward to exploring the world, riding the horses, and having fun in the environment as I hunt, as I fight baddies, and as I discover what happened in the past. The latest trailer showed us some characters that seem very likable. To be honest, ever since Ocarina of Time, I never thought that the new companions of Link are as charismatic as the ones we had in the N64. You know, for me, okay, that's just me, nobody beats the charisma of Malon, Saria, Ruto, the giant Goron Darunia. For me, they are the most charismatic secondary characters in all of the franchise. Of course, in Wind Waker we had Medley and Makar and some other people, like the King of Hyrule, and in Twilight Princess there was that group that helped Link in Hyrule Castle. Skyward Sword, we had the Grooves, that crazy Grooves, but for me, Ocarina of Time still is unbeatable in that area. And just looking at the character designs, with their brief appearances in the new trailer, and just wondering if they are something alike the Seven Sages, makes me feel that they can be as likable as, or even more likable than those characters in Ocarina of Time, so I am very much looking forward to them. And we've got the music. For what we know, the music won't play as much as it did before in this game. As in, while you are exploring the wild, the music will only play when you're fighting enemies and when there is something specific happening. So we might spend a lot of time with just nature sounds. But for the few amounts of music we heard, especially the sounds from the last trailer again, I can tell that the compositions in this game are great. I really put my faith in that the majority of songs we'll hear will be awesome. Orchestral pieces of marvel. So that excites me a lot as well. But nothing hypes me more than the story. The legacy of Zelda franchise is being worked up here in a very special way. Because we've got those futuristic items, we don't know whether or not it happens in a distant future, way after Twilight Princess, Link's Awakening, and the last games in the 3 timelines, or it is way before Skyward Sword, because in Skyward Sword, and that's just my theory, okay, we've got some pieces of technology lost and scattered through the desert. Is that technology from the same people as the Sheikah in the Breath of the Wild? I'm not sure. Maybe you can have your better conclusions than me, but I feel that this is still an open end. And what happened to Zelda after the 100 years have passed? The Calamity Ganon, will he have a human form like Ganondorf? And if so, how will this guy be? Maybe Ganondorf is now a separate person from the Calamity Ganon and he helps you. I don't know. Maybe that's a very exciting possibility. People pointed out, just as the first teaser for Breath of the Wild came out, that Link's garments have a little Gerudo motif on them, and they wondered if Ganondorf will help Link actually, maybe as a instructor. That would be really nice to see as a character development, but that's just speculation, okay? And the Master Sword, man, the Master Sword looks like it's going to break in the logo art for the game. Maybe it does break, and if it does break, how do we deal with Calamity Ganon? Is the goddess Hylia coming back? Or maybe Din, Faroli and Nairu, they all come back and something awesome happens. I don't know. Maybe you will have to forge a new sword using the new characters that help you. I don't know. This is awesome to know. You know, some people have translated Sheikah, the Sheikah language, from one of the promotional materials in the collector's edition of the game, and they already discovered what happened 100 years in the past. You can check it out on YouTube with other videos. I'm not going to talk about it here, but it's something very strong. I can't tell whether that is a major or a minor spoiler. I was afraid of, but I got too curious and I watched it. And I don't know whether or not that has spoiled a lot of the game for me. But just search Sheikah past Breath of the Wild. You will find the video, okay? And this story, okay, they're dealing with the legacy of Zelda. Man, what happened? I've been playing Zelda since I was 7 or 8 years old. I started with Ocarina of Time, and I've always loved the lore and the world of Zelda. And now everything is on the verge of either being destroyed or changing a lot for the better with this game. That's why it touches me so much. And that's why I still got very strong shivers when I watched the latest trailer on YouTube. It's a very strong feeling. When the main theme of Zelda starts playing, those feelings I've been having all those years of hype and awe for exploring Hyrule come forth, and I look forward to playing it. Now, my friends, what do you expect from that marvelous adventure? Share it with me on the comments, and let's aim to explore the wilds of Hyrule and find out how can we save it, with or without Master Sword, with or without Zelda, with or without Ganondorf. and I'm not even started about the Triforce. Well, my friends, this is LeoSyron. Check out my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, LeoSyron Games, and also check out the Gaming Generation, an awesome group that shares memes and gameplay content of varied games on YouTube and Facebook as well. Check those out, have a blast. I know you will. Just as you will have a blast playing Breath of the Wild in March. Bye my friends, see you in Hyrule, and in my channel as well, and in the Gaming Generations channel. I mean, you understood, okay? Bye bye.
Meo 覚まして。